We're pleased to have with us.
Thank you.
We got David Napier in from working, and we drug Randy in off the golf course. How that works there, but we welcome you, gentlemen. The legend, of course, the coach here, Jack winningest coach in the history of Kentucky girls basketball. You two have a very special story to share with us today.
With our dad, spend his last few days there, and the remarkable work that the folks at Hospice did for him and the comfort they gave us it makes an unbearable situation something that you can at least get through. And then with my dad being honored there with the new flower garden they're doing and the landscaping, it makes it kind of special to that we can be involved in any way we can to support Hospice, because they are angels in our eyes.
Wow.
And with my mother the same way. Only she was at home, and they came there every day and took care of her they were just saints. I loved it. I got to know them. Actually, during the time that Dad was over at the Hospice, I got to know everybody real good. So I started. I take them, and when it's cold weather, I'll take them a big thing of vegetable soup over there. And they're really good people, and they just do so many good things that it just. And I can't help but every day I think about my buddy Greg Wells and Noreen for thinking of our community and doing something that we wouldn't have had without them.
How special was it, David, to be able to have your mother at home, her home?
Oh, it was great. She was so relaxed there, and she knew it was coming, and she was ready, and it helped her and it helped us.
That's what I was going to say. We had run out of ways to care for her and take care of her, and we didn't know what we were doing, and plus we were emotionally wrecked naturally, and that was before the hospice center was open, and when they got involved and started coming to the house, it was such a relief knowing that we had somebody that not only had expertise but were so compassionate. They made us they got us through it.
We could be the sons again instead of the caregivers.
Yeah.
And man, that's a relief.
Well said.
It's so much relief.
Now, what would you say or recommend to somebody who maybe is listening to you right now saying, oh, my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, what would you suggest to them about where Hospice comes in?
Well, you initially, you don't want to make that decision because you know it's the finality of it all sets in, but at the same time, once you make that decision to get Hospice involved, they basically take over and lead you through it in a manner to where you're comforted and you're comfortable with what they're doing for your family, to a point to where, like Dave said, you can grieve and you can get through the situation
and spend time, quality time.
Yeah, and because what they're doing for you that you would have had to do on your own. So I can't say enough about them, and just having them. I'll never forget how at ease they made us going through it and
explain things to us.
It really is. It's remarkable. It's remarkable to say the least.
Well, I want to start this story and then let you all finish it. Uh-oh. But a lot of people, you don't know where I'm going with this,
no,
do you?
We're on the radio, remember that.
Live.
Some things can't be said. No, but this was such a special day. There is a courtyard, just so everybody, because a lot of people haven't been to the care center. But in the middle, there's a courtyard because some of the patients want to go out and they want to get sunlight and they want to relax and rest. And there is a track that is made for wheelchairs so they can be pushed around it if they want to. There's a water fountain. It's just a beautiful place for the patients and the family members to go out and sit and enjoy being outside. Well, the Conservation District donated and said, we want a flower garden out there in memory of David Napier.
Yeah.
And the family came over, and you can take it from there.
Yeah. Well, we had a great
day.
And in soil conservation, Dad had been involved in that organization, and he chaired their. He was the president of the soil conservation district for. He would be mad if I didn't remember. I think it was 20-some years, but I don't know exactly how many.
25.
But it was, and it was a big part of his life, and he was proud to be involved with them. And then when they when they came up with that idea, it was I think I told you that day, Chaz. It was emotional knowing that they wanted to do something like that to honor my father. You know, it was pretty cool.
And
He
so
would have
now
really enjoyed it
there's-
too.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I
he'd have
wanted to
been
say.
proud.
You all said he would have absolutely loved it.
He would have, because he took a lot of pride in the Soil Conservation District and the work that they'd done throughout the years, and for them to remember him would have really made him happy.
And so now there's a sign in the garden, and we're going to make sure that we continue to add to it and keep it up. And every patient and every family members that goes by sees that name, and then his memory will live on forever. So it is a special thing, and we had a
It
really
is.
good day.
It is. It was special, and it was one of the few opportunities that we got a lot of our family together and kind of just had a little mini reunion that afternoon, had lunch and enjoyed some time together, because life gets in the way of those things, and you don't get to do it as often as you'd like. So we enjoyed that day for a lot of reasons.
It was such a good day, and we were shocked at how many family members came. It was a huge crowd.
Yeah, it was a good
It was a good turnout.
But the people at hospice, I've just got to know them so much and enjoy them that it's been a hoot.
Yeah.
And I'll knock on the door and they'll come. I'll have a big bucket of soup, and they're like, "Man, we was thinking about you, man. We're glad you brought some."
Don't come without that soup.
Oh. And the
You know,
chili, they
no
really
better
liked the chili. I said, "Do you want it hot or
When Dad
mild?"
was there, it was we were still pretty wrapped up in the pandemic, and things were pretty bad at the time, and they made arrangements for us to be able to get in there and see him, spend time, take turns going in and out. Even though they were limited
Right.
on how many people they could have.
And
in
they
the
were
building.
understanding, very
They
understanding.
were, yeah. They went out of their way to accommodate
Sure were.
us and make sure that we could go in there and just check in with him and sit with him, take turns, and they went the extra mile.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, when I called, I wasn't sure if y'all were going to be able to make it today, so I cannot tell you how much we appreciate you coming.
Well, hey, we will always answer the call for hospital.
My wife's family got involved too. Sue Powell, they did the whole cafeteria thing over there, and they were just really good people. And I was shocked because I walked by and I said, "Is that your aunt?" Jennifer says, "I don't know if it is or not." I said, "Well, call her." And it really was. And something that the folks should do, that I try to do, is bring snacks and donate.
Yeah.
Now maybe they can, actually go into I don't know, is it open now?
There is some limited visitation.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
depends
because
on
we couldn't go in there when Dad
Right,
was there,
yeah.
but before, when Jennifer's Aunt Judy Levinson was in there, heck, we went in there and we sat down and we had a
So
Coke
nice.
and a pack of
Yes.
nabs, and we
To go.
talked and we cried and we got,
Yeah.
and it was,
It's so nice to walk in and the refrigerator's stocked and everything is for you.
Yeah.
It's there for you to help
Yeah.
yourself too, and
that's
and
why
be at
I always
home,
go.
feel at home.
Yeah, and I would go get some stuff and take over there to that snack room for a long time, and then they couldn't take them for a while. So hopefully they're back to normal and we can live again. So
Yes, let's hope.
yeah.
Well, guys, we can't thank you enough. And we hope you have a good rest of the day, and thank you for everything you do.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well,
Dave's
thank
got to get
hospice.
back to work.
Yeah,
and I
gotta
got to
get-
play.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Napier brothers, David, and the coach, Randy, we appreciate you so much.
Thank y'all for
Thank
having
you.
us. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
All right. And keep it right here. There's a lot more to come.